Students in the hostel.
Bangalore city faces a shortage of 1.5 lakh units of blood every year. Officials say that every day in Bangalore there is a need of 2 to 2500 units of blood.
Blood banks at any given time they run shortage of blood. So usually the shortage may be depending on the facility the blood bank has. Usually when we face shortage of blood, it's usually for negative groups compared to positive groups.
The doctor further adds, the main reason for the shortage in blood is the prevailing misconception among the people as far as donation is concerned.
Many are not aware that they can donate blood once in 3 months. Usually the blood is produced from the bone marrow, so whenever there is a loss of 300 ml from the body tries to generate fresh blood, what we call as fresh cells or fresh blood. That is very beneficial to the patient, beneficial to the donor.
Young people in the city think that it is a cultural problem.
We don't have this feeling of responsibility or even realization of how important, how simple and how important an act is.
Many blood banks in Bangalore city. Still the city is plagued by shortage of blood. Hopefully organization of camps and other programs will spread awareness among the youth to come and donate blood. This is Sudeshna Chaudhary for IIJNM.
Despite a 20% increase in the eye donations during the last year, donors are still hard to find. The doctors say that the main reason for this is the lack of sufficient eye banks and awareness among the people in the outskirts of Bangalore. Bangalore has only 4 eye banks and it is not possible for doctors to reach out to regions beyond the boundaries of the city. Residents of Pottery Road, Fraser Town have a 10-meter wide open drain and debris dumped in their playground. Pavni Gupta reports.
The debris dumped in the ground has left no space for the children to play.
मट्टी सभी दादा लिंक खेलना नहीं होता, बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता। कचरा सभी है यहाँ पर, कचरा मट्टी सब डाल के हैं इसलिए खेल नहीं सकता।
Residents have been promised by the MLA that the drain will be soon covered, but nothing has happened.
We have complained to our consultation MLA Prasanna Kumar to coverage this time, but they have not taken any care.
Onset of the rainy season, in the coming months, the drains will become a breeding place for mosquitoes.
I don't know whether is there any plan, before the BBMP to close this drain. I don't know actually. I have to ask the concerned officer.
Future plan of action is to ask the health department to start spraying fertilizers to control the breeding of mosquitoes, especially during rainy season in that area. This is Pavni Gupta for IIJNM.
Coming up after the break, the state of the government student hostels and its issues. Keep watching Bangalore at 7.
The question of our survival, and
Children don't even realize that they are being abused.
They don't get freedom in the true sense of the word.
pull back and not drop the sentence the way it did.
Government still has a say.
And that's why the army went in there.
Constitution of the
Welcome back. Now it's time for some national and international news. CPIM's General Secretary Prakash Karat today released party's election manifesto. It highlighted the price rise, global economic crisis and people's right and protection in the tenure of UPA. Manifesto also promised the formation of a secular government after the Lok Sabha elections. BCCI members met with Home Ministry in New Delhi to decide on the IPL security issues and dates. However, the meeting was inconclusive as most of the states show apprehension about providing the security to IPL at the time of polls. Working officials are occupying government student hostels on MG Road, which is creating problems to the existing students in the hostel. Samad Saran reports.
The SC/ST government hostel is for the science students who come from other parts of the state. However, students who had graduated last year are still residing illegally.
Other problem, basically in the gets here staying more days because gets first duration completed.
Instead of 3 people, we are more 4 people. We are staying in one single room.
One of the illegal occupants graduated 2 months ago. He is now working with Emphasis Software. He accepts that he is staying in the hostel illegally.
अलाउड नहीं है यहाँ पर, कभी वार्डन को ऐसा मस्का डाल के रहते थे.
Shortage of food is another problem because of ex-students staying in the hostel.
We are not getting a sufficient food from the mess.
क्यों मतलब?
Because they will also taking that food. Once we go 5 minutes late, we won't get.
Students say they have been complaining about the guests to the warden.
Our students have complained so many times in warden, but
Now for some business news. Foreign investments in China are falling as overseas companies are hit by the global recession. There is a 26% drop in investments from the previous $13 billion inflow. Bonuses for top executives are to be sharply cut in 2009, AIG's chairman Edward Little wrote to the US Treasury Secretary. This is in reaction to the rage over the bonuses being paid by AIG with the bailout money. We'll be back after a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. In the international news today, Pakistan formally reinstated the sacked Chief Justice Iftikhar Chowdhury and 9 other judges following the protests by the lawyers. It is being seen as a clear victory of Nawaz Sharif and his fight against the current president Asif Ali Zardari in times of turmoil in Pakistan. Joseph Fritzl, the Austrian accused of keeping his daughter in a cellar for decades and fathering her 7 children, will plead guilty to rape and incest when his trial opens Monday. His lawyer told CNN that Fritzl, pictured about arriving at court, will deny other charges he faces, including murder and enslavement. Attorney Rudolf Meyer said. Managers from the ad agencies say that blogs, personal websites, Facebook and awkward accounts are increasingly used by the companies, politicians and people to reach out. A report by Krishna Merchant.
Those days are gone when TV, billboards, newspapers and magazines were used for campaigning and advertising. Ad managers say that blogs, personal websites, Facebook and Orkut accounts are being used by companies and politicians to reach the target audience. Ad managers say that internet advertisements have increased by more than 100%.
Internet advertising is very cheaper than the print advertising. For example, you have to put a small ad, small banner ad which you see in internet. That ad is costing, for example, if you take print, times of the Bangalore edition, it will cost you some 3-4 lakhs. The same banner ad for 1 lakh you can run for 1 month on internet.
Even companies like DHL say that it is economical to put their ads on Orkut. Leaders like Narendra Modi and Arun Jaitley are profiling themselves on Facebook and are gathering many followers. Even the BJP spokesperson says that they'll attract many young voters to BJP ads on different internet sites.
This is not Obama style. This is high-tech campaign what we are doing. Internet campaign we are going just because more than 10 crore young voters are enrolled this time. So that young voters should know about Advani, BJP.
Managers from advertising agencies say that there has been a steep rise in the number of people who blog and create personal websites. Although the new technology Web2 has become a space for campaigning and people to profile themselves, some voters do not like the fact that politicians are using the web for showcasing themselves.
I think we'll be waiting to see LK Advani because, like I said, I'm no big fan of him.
Media managers say that as more and more people profile, campaign and advertise using the internet, that is new technology, the impact on the audience is going to be low. This is Sharma reporting for IIJNM Bangalore.
In our special feature today, we focus on the connection between women and technology. So Mirai has more.
Girl gadgets are the new in thing. With everything ranging from iPods to laptops to cell phones in their reach, the sky, mind you though, a stylized one, is the limit. Women in the city are ready to pay extra over what a regular gadget costs, and that has also been the case with Tasneem, a journalism student.
I am a complete gadget freak and I get excited at the thought of new technology. I also like my technology to be very specialized and stylized, and I hate the thought of this whole thing that women are not such techies or they can't deal with gadgets or they're not very technological in that sense. It's a very sexist way of looking at things.
A recent study done by Hitachi and KRC found that male customers want high-tech specifications and other technical details, while women prefer to know simply what a gadget actually does and why it is useful.
Women are coming here for only MP3 players like iPods and other MP3 players. Nowadays, women are looking for laptops and printers and other things also. So if we do some comparison report of our sales, so how many male person are purchasing and female person are purchasing. So it might be 60-40.
It is evident that men and women purchase gadgets with different standards, and certain features are usually more important to one gender than the other. The marketing grounds for women gadgets seems to be the stylish look of the product, and cost is no barrier.
I think it's the look. For me, it's the look. I chose my laptop because of the color, red.
Maybe we are in a cultural transition where technology has created a whole new phenomenon that will be defined and dominated by women. For IIJNM, this is Shomi Roy.
We're sorry for the technical error. Now, Tasneem finds out what women in Bangalore think about paying extra for customized technology. Thank you for watching Bangalore at 7. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Shruthi. It's been a clear day so far in Bangalore. The maximum temperature recorded was 32 degrees centigrade. In other major cities of Delhi, Kolkata and Chennai, the temperature was also recorded at 32 degrees. Amongst all the major cities of India, Bombay clocked the highest temperature today at 35 degrees centigrade. Back to you.